Hey guys, Westy on the mic here.
Hey guys, thanks for joining another Elite multiplayer battle. This one's a very interesting one, unique. As you can see by this layout, 3 holes on Lakeside, including hole 4, 3 on Harrowing Woods, and 3 on Enzo. It is very possible and one of the most doable layouts I've seen where someone could get 18 under. And since multiplayer changed formats back in, I believe, April 2023, no one has hit, to common knowledge, an 18 under in multiplayer. So definitely going to give that a run. We're playing with Sma here. We've had him on the channel before. He's a very, very top player right now in both global and multiplayer, and probably other modes too, let's be honest. And it's a good start for both of us. Obviously, it's an easy hole, but on a layout like this, you definitely need to hit all of them. So we both took our albatross to start with, and we're off to a good start. Hole 2, this one, I'll go forehand, I'll go backhand, I'll use glide roll rive or light glide rive. It really just depends on the wind. Just trying to make it as easy as possible for myself. So this time looks like we both went glide roll rive, and yep, both in for our eagles. Now we're on to hole 3, which we know from the beginning and from the number up there is Lakeside 9, par 5, a hole that, got much, well, not necessarily easier, but we were given many more options with the water skip drivers. So for me, as you've seen before, I like to go to the far left island. The water is a very dependable skip on this hole, one of the most dependable I've seen. And I did get some crazy ground play, more than I was expecting. I'm in these trees. Luckily, I didn't go too far. Shouldn't have that hard of a time getting up, being able to get my eagle. Looks like Sma is playing the right side, and it looks like he left it a little short and probably got a bad bounce there. Anyway, he's in the water. Big bummer. Was kind of hoping we could both be pushing each other towards that 18, but he's going to have a pretty hard time with it now. And I'm staying alive. I have my eagle. I'm now 7 under through 3. And yep, I'm hoping for that 18. So we'll see if I can get it. Anyway, now we have Harrowing Woods, hole 6. It's a pretty solid hole, one that I should always get. However, this one turns way too much out of my hand, and I get a bad bounce to boot. Anywhere in this gap is still a very makeable throw in. Now, I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out if I can throw around or if I'm going to clip that rock at all. And I just don't know if I can take a straight shot at it, and I don't know how much I'd have to turn it. It's tricky, so I'm like, well, I can throw through this cliff. If you get into the cliff, you can throw through them. However, this time there's 2 assets there, I believe, the rock and the cliff. And while I was inside the rock, I apparently was not inside the cliff. So, silly mistake, but it's not like I had another great option. And even though I missed it, this birdie save was still very important because it means I'm still technically on pace for my 18 under. I'm just going to need to get everything now, which includes an ace on hole 7. So we'll see if we can get this one first. Looks like we have very similar lines. His comes in a little bit higher than mine. I think his is probably about my normal line. I went a little bit lower than I typically do. And now we both have just kind of run-of-the-mill 60 footers for our eagle. And still very good scores here. Even with his par on hole 3, he's still only 1 shot back because he got Herringwood 6. So we'll see what happens here. I don't have a fairway driver in the bag, but since I'm going for the 18 under, I'm going to go with my aggressive play. I'm going to skip with the rive. Felt pretty good with the line. Obviously, I kept it left. Sweet bounce. Always fun. Those branches can do anything. So sometimes you just got to leave it up there and they'll tip it in for you. A little alley-oop action. And we like the alley-oop action. So 12 under through 6. The goal is still alive. Heart sinks a little bit here as I step up to this tee. And it's a 3 headwind pushing to the left. One of the hardest winds I can think of. And I decided to go with the glide skip rive as opposed to the cloudbreaker and try to just turn it extra. I'm thinking my cloudbreaker would not have enough power to clear that water. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because I did not turn it nearly enough with my rive and I went in the water anyway. It looks like Smud did the same play. And sadly, we're both taking par there. So there goes the dream of the first 18 under in MP. But we'll see if we can finish this out. Looks like a very manageable win here for Enzo hole 5. And yep, Perfect little turn out of the hand. Looks like Smuz lands right where mine often lands, and mine lands slightly better than I would say. I kind of think 90 to 120, so still about the normalish range. And he went off the band for his eagle attempt. We got that one in, and now he's at a point where we've all been there. The round's just kind of a lost cause, and he's just trying to um, get into the clubhouse sooner rather than later. And now I have the 14 under, so not the score I was hoping, but still a very, very fun score to see up on the scorecard. This is one of the easiest holes on Enzo for me, and another very neutral wind. Still almost leave it short, but get just enough. And another perfect spot. And so sad I came one hole short of getting that 18 under. If I could have kept Ikagai hole one in bounds, I would have had a chance at it. So great round, but left me thinking with a lot of what ifs. So anyway, still fun, great card, and fun to do it. Anyway, we have Smuz bag here. He has got two cool Season Pass Sapphires, the Iki Roll Rive, the Froggy Turn Glide Rive, the Air Loading Stamp Rive. Very cool stuff. He has a Season Pass Captain. He's got the Gunnar McSparkles Musket, one of my favorite ones there. Then he's got the same Claymore as me, the Winter Hope, and a very cool Halloweeny looking harp stamp. Anyway, thanks for watching.